Hello guys, if you love this wonderful gown that you are seeing, stay tuned and watch to the end of the video so that I will show you how I use pattern paper to cut it and the finishing. Thanks for watching. So let's right on to the video. Welcome guys to today's tutorial. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we're going to be teaching on how to make a bustier. But before we start, I would like to show us some materials needed. We need pin, we need our armhole cuff ruler, we need tape rule, then ruler. Then we need our brown paper because we will first of all cut it with pattern paper before we now cut it on our clothes. So the major measurements we need for this bustier: first we need our back line. The back line I want to use is a 14. 14. Then you divide it by 2. Let me say 15. Yes, we are using 15. You divide it by 2 to get 7.5. So this one will be our back line when we fold it. Then we need our bust points. We also need under busts. Then we need our waistline. Then we also need our armhole line. Now for the bust points that I want to use, I will use 10.5 for the bust points. We all have our own different bust points. So for this particular measurement, I'm using 10.5 for the bust points. Then for the under bust is 13. Then our waistline, which is where our half waist stopped. My own is 16.5. Then the armhole. To get our armhole line, you divide your bust measurements. Yeah. Armhole line, you divide bust measurements by 6. Then whatever you get, you add it with 1.5. My own bust measurement is 36. So divided by 6 equal to 6 plus 1.5 is equal to 7.5. So, but for my own, I'm going to round it up to be 8. All right. So my armhole line will stop at 8. I hope we are grabbing it now. There is on this waistline that we are going to measure our waist. My waist that I'm using is 35. Then my bust, the bust we are using here is 36. So you will divide your waist by 4, also your bust by 4. So whatever you get is what you are going to use and measure on our waistline and on the bust line. So when I divided this one, 35 divided by 4. So this one is after dividing it by 4 is 8.5 quarter. Then this one is 9. I hope it's well explanatory. So now we will transfer everything to our pattern paper. The major line we need here is our back line, the bust point line, the bust line, the waistline, and the armhole line. So they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So let's move on to our pattern paper. All right. So welcome back, guys. So now we're on our brown paper now. This is the pattern paper. So our folding. This our folding is in 14. 14. We're folding into 14 because my measurement, the highest measurement that I have inside my measurement is my bust measurement, which is 36. 32. I remember we always divide our bust measurement by 4 when we want to take the measurement on folding on our clothes as well. So since 9 is my highest measurement, so we are going to add like let's say 4 or 5 into it because we still need some allowances. Then maybe with the by the time we measure the dart as well, we also have to take some measurements over there. So as a result of that, we have to add like excess measurements so that we will not be shorted of measurements when time goes on. All right. So these are starting line. I've already ruled it. I hope you can see these are starting line. Then my back line is 7.5 on fold, but the total measurement of my back line is 15. And we always divide our back line by 2. Where we are dividing other measurement by 4, we divide the back line by 2. So that's how I got 7.5. 7.5. So this is it. 7.5. Then where this 7.5 stop, we come inside by 1 for shoulder slant, right? For shoulder slant, we come in by half for shoulder slant. Then on this our back line, for my neck, I'm using 3.5, 3.5. All right, 3.5. So I'm using 3.5. You see? So we now join it together. We join the 3.5. This shoulder slant, we roll it together and join it together like this. Like a slant like this. Now, so for our bust line, so now it's time to take the 5 lines which I've already talked about. The first line, which is the back line, then the bust points. My bust point is 10.5. So from starting line, we measure the first point. Mine is 10.5. 10.5. So we try and measure it up and down so that by the time we want to rule this line, it's going to be straight. It's not going to slant. So that's why I'm doing it like this. So you also measure it on the down part as well. That's 10.5. So take a ruler and rule it down. Straight line. Can you see? Like this. So this is my bust point. Bust point. Now the next line we are going to take is our under bust. My under bust is 13. My under bust is 13. Remember to always start your measurement from the starting line. My under bust is 13. 13. So you measure it up and down as well so that it's going to be straight. 13. 13. So you rule it as well. Alright. That's all like this. Then that okay. Under bust. Under bust. So the next line we want to measure now is our waistline. Waistline. waistline, we use our half waist to measure our waistline. My normal half waist is 15 and a half. 15 and a half. But because we are dealing with bustier, because this pattern I'm making right now is going to be for, I'm going to join it with a skirt to make it a long gown. So the part I'm cutting right now is the upper part. So because we are going to join it to a skirt, we are using half an inch to join. Then on the shoulder part, where we want to join with the yoke as well, we need half an inch. So that means we need like 1 inch. That is half from the joining with skirt, then half from joining with yoke, making one. So that means we add that one to our half waist. Since my half waist is half and a half, then I'm adding one to it to make it 16 and a half. 16 and a half. 16 and a half, like this. 16 and a half. So let's try and take it up and down so that it's going to be straight. Please subscribe to my channel, please. Thanks for watching. So let's make a rule. Let's make a line. So this is our waistline. Waistline. Then, so making how many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember we said we are making 5 lines. It still remain our armhole line. So to get your armhole, you divide your bust measurements by 6. Then you add 1.5 to it. My bust measurement is 36. So 36 divided by 6 is going to be 6. So plus 1.5 is going to be 7.5. But for my own case, I would like to approximate it to 8 instead of that 7.5. So from where this one, remember this one that we came out with, where it stopped, then we'll take our measurements down like this. All right, can you see? So 8. Mine is 8. Mine is 8. Remember, to get our accuracy, take it up and down. So since we are starting from here, make it 8, and this is where one stop. That means if we want to take it on this side to be that 1 plus 8, that will be 9. So for it to be accurate with this, I hope we are getting it. Thank you guys. Like this. All right. Okay, same thing here on the upper side. Take it 9. Okay, so this is our armhole line. Armhole line. So now from here, so let's rule it like this. But for us to get a straight line to this side, remember my back line is 7.5 here. So on this armhole line I will measure. So we measure that 7.5 so that we'll join it together. All right, 7.5. So this is it. So we join it together with this. Okay, where the one stop. Now it's time to make use of our armhole cuff. All right, now I want to cover our armhole now. So since we've gotten the armhole to be 8, that means we divide that 8 into 2. You divide your armhole measurement into 2. Can you see mine is 8 divide into 2? That means it's going to be 4. So you measure it like this. From where you just divide the armhole into half. So 4. So 4 is here. So when you mark the half like this, then you come in towards the front, towards the center of the front. You come in like this. So that's half. You mark it like this. Then on our bust line, remember our bust on our armhole line, we want to take our bust now. What's my bust? My bust is 9. So I measure that 9. I mark it like this. So it's time for me to curve my armhole. So that means I'm joining this one with this, with this. All right. So let's go like this. It will not pass. Can you see? With this. So can you see, guys, this point, this point, with this point? All right, so let's go. You can use your normal hands to cut, but I always prefer to use this for perfection. Now, so these are armhole. Now, the next thing we are going to do, remember this shoulder slants? We measure it. Whatever we get, we divide it into half. All right. That means it's okay. Can you see? It's 4. Can you see 4? That means 2 is the half. You mark that place. All right. We are still coming down to that side. So my nipple to nipple is a 9. So you divide your nipple to nipple by 2. So mine is going to be 4.5. But because I will still join half by the time I want to cut it on clothes. So I'm using 4. All right. I'm using 4. And I'm going to measure my bust point, or my nipple to nipple, on the bust line. Can you see? On the bust line here, on the under bust line, or there on the waistline. Okay. I'm not measuring it on the armhole line. I hope you are getting it. So on the bust point, let me measure my nipple to nipple, which is 4. This 4. On this side too, 4. On my under bust as well, 4. On my waistline as well, 4. So we join it together. Make a line like this. I hope you can see it. So we make a line. Yes, we do it like this. Sorry, that pencil is not sharp enough, so I don't want it to be blunt. So let's make our I want it to be bold. Okay, I hope you can see it. All right. So now that we've done this, remember the our shoulder that we've divided into 2. So we now join the line to that bust point. All right, like this. Okay, can you see? Like this, like this. All right, guys. So let's go. It's called shoulder slant, shoulder darts. So on this part, on our waistline, I hope you can see the one that is coming towards our center front. We take half, measure half for a normal size, average size. So let's mark half. Then on our bust line, on our under bust as well, we also mark half. But if it's somebody that is, if maybe your customer is busty, you can take 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4. Then on the one that is going towards the side, can you see that is going towards this side? Let's take 1 1/2. But if it's somebody that is busty, you can take 2. But for an average person, we take 1.5. I hope you can see 1.5. Then let's join them together. All right. This like this. I hope you can see. Now, so on this bust line, we are going to come in here. I hope you can see. We come in by 1. So we try and join this line that stop at the under bust. We join it with this, and center we join it with this, like this. Don't let it to be too curved, right? And the same thing, you join this one with it as well. Then tie and join this point to that boss point. Very like this. So for this, okay. So because of the type of neck that I want to do, I'm going for rectangle neckline. So what we are going to do here, from this shoulder slant, because I don't want the shoulder to be too wide. I hope you are getting it. So from here we are going to come inside by one, like this. One. It's the neckline now that I want to cut. Let's fix it. One. So this one now, we join it to this place, to the chest line here. So let's join it now. Now from here, where we've made this line, we come down by half, like this. Half. Then we join it here. That place where we came out by one. So we join it there. Then we'll now measure what is remain from here down to this place. And then we divide it into two equal parts like this. Let's measure what is remain. Remember, we remove half here. We come down by half. So where that half stopped, alright, we measure it down. So whatever we get, we divide it by two. So let's do the measurements now. This is 7.5 quarter. It's 7.5 quarter. 7.5 quarter. So we divide 7.5 quarter by 2. 7.5 quarter by 2. So what do we have? We have 3/4 an inch. I hope you can see 3/4. We have 3.5 quarter an inch. So we measure it from this place, that half side, to the 3/4 an inch. So as we mark it like this, we come in by half here again. This is half. So now we need our cuff ruler, alright? So we are going to make a cuff here to join this and to join this, alright? Like this. place like this. So when we've done it like this, we'll now try to, because I want the chest to be, so as I've explained before, so to get the rectangular curve very well, so for this side here, hope you can see, I want to curve the chest now, the center. So here, let's say we come up by 1.5, 1.5, all right. So we now copy down to this place. This, which one is this? 1.5. I don't want it to be too high, all right. Like this. So from here, from this side, we come, we go out by 1. On this side as well, by 1 as well. We come out by 1 towards the center, and towards the side, we enter by 1. So we make a curve like this. Don't let it be too big. Don't let it to be too puff. So do this. And for this one as well. So for the normal measurements that I want to take on the body, our normal measurement 9, right? As you can see, 9. That is it. Then we measure the space that is here. What do we have here? We have like 1.5 and quarter. So 1.5 and quarter after 9, 1.5 and quarter. So that's what we have here. Plus 1.5 sewing allowance. We've done that one. On this place too, my under bust is 31. Then we divide it by 4. When we divide it by 4, I got 7.5 quarter. So that's what we mark here. Then the gap that is here is 2. Let's take it on this side. We have to replace it since we are cutting it out. So that's how we have 2 here plus 1.5 sewing allowance. The same thing here on my waist. My waist is 36. So 36 divided by 4. But 36 divided by 4 is 8.5 quarter. 8.5 quarter. Then what do we have here? Because we are cutting it out, we have to replace it. We have 2 here. So that's how we got 2. Then plus 1.5 sewing allowance. Alright. So then we join them together, which I've already done that, but I'm just explaining it again. Like this. Like this. Now it's time to cut it out. How do you think it? I don't know that it's not shown. Come on. arm. Let's do the middle cutting now. So in order to cut our yoke out, so let's start from here. I hope you can see. Remember this place where we come in, so we have to cut this place out. Let's use something to pin it down. So this is the center front. So let's try and notch it so that I don't want to join it. Let's join. Also notch this side as well. So we notch it like this. Alright. The same thing with this. Now for this design, the one that come from the other side to this side. So that's what we want to do now. So we try and copy. We just copy it from the shoulder to the armhole side. The sleeve, the armhole side I've cut the other time is the one I've joined to this place now with a gun, so that it will be more easier for me to curve that design at the center, because all this place that you are seeing like this, remember it was like this when we were cutting it like this. So in order to get that design at the center, we have to open everything. So we open it like this. So we cut it from this place to this place. This. We can use our curve ruler. I hope you can see it. Then you stop here, because it will enter this place. This way we still detach it. So let's say we measure like that rope. Let's say we come down by 1.5. 1.5. So let's go inside again. Like this. So this is part A and part B. So this part A and part B, we cut everything out. We cut this part A out, we cut part B out. So it will only remain this one. So when we want to cut this one, we cut this one too on clothes, on our fabrics, before we now attach it to our armhole at the shoulder part here. So by the time I'm through with it, I'll show you. So this is the back side. Because of the paper is not really much like that. So I just want to manage one side so that by that one I want to cut it on my fabric. That means I'll fold my fabric into two. So what we did in the front is the same thing as the one we did in the back. It's just that the difference between the front and the back is there won't be there won't be under bust. So what I took here, normal 3.5, normal back line, which is 7.5, then the 3.5 for the neckline, then coming out by 1, then my armhole, which is 8. Yeah, this is where the armhole stop, is our chest line. So I want to use the same neck that I use for my front, for my back. That's why I'm coming out here by 1. The same way I measure the front one like this, then you make a row from there down. All right, then remember I told you come out here. Let's come down, let's say by half here. All right, half. All right, so when you come down by halfway, whatever you that is left, you measure it. So like this, something like this. So we're having 7.5, 7.5 an inch. Is it 7.5 an inch? Then remember to this place, the way we did for the front, slant it as well. So we have 7.5 an inch. So we divide it into 2. Let's see what we got. 7.5 an inch. That means it's 3.25. Okay. 7.5 an inch. We've got a 3.25 quarter. 3.25 quarter. We measure it from here. 3.25 quarter. 3.5 quarter. Then you come in. Let's see if it's accurate. 3.5 quarter. Yes, it's accurate. So you come in by half here. So after coming in by half here, we have to make a curve to join this place with this place like this. Join the 3 together. So we took off like this. I hope you are getting it. Like this. So after we might have done that, let's try and do our thing. Then let's draw our nipple to nipple. My nipple to nipple is 4. Nipple to nipple is 4. Nipple to nipple is also 4 here. But you remember that on my chest line for the front, for nipple to nipple, I did not rule it on a chest line. So, like I've said, you measure 4. My nipple to nipple is 4. Like the way I measure for the front, 4. You mark 4 here. You mark 4 here, and you mark 4 here as well. Then you make it. Remember when we were cutting the front side, we didn't mark nipple to nipple on the chest line, but we are doing it here. And here for the back, there's no under bust. That's just the difference. Now, on this waistline side, I hope you can see. So, on this side, you measure half. On this other side too, you take half. So half on both sides. Then on this chest line, you come down by 1. By 1. Make a line here. Alright. Then let's try and join it together. What we are just trying to do here is to take the dart for the back, right? This. We'll try and blend it with this. All right. So here's the cup for that. So for the down part, because of the neck, the style of the neck that I want to go for. Okay, let's just do it like this. You come out here by 1.5, the way we come out, so that it will be accurate. The way we came out for the front, 1.5 like this. So we just crop it to this side, alright? So like this. It won't be too high. So let's take our normal measurements. For my first line, that will be my bust is 36. That is divided by 4 is 9. We take now. And then with the sewing allowance. Then for the waist is 8.5 quarter. Is it 8.5 quarter? 35 divided by 4. 35 divided by 4. Yes, it's 8.5 quarter. 8.5 quarter. 35 divided by 4. 8.5 quarter. Remember, we have space there because we are cutting this place out. So what do we have here? We have what do we have? We have one. So let's add 1 to 8.5 quarter. Then plus 1.5 sewing allowance. Alright, so we join it together now. So let's cut our hammer the normal way. 8. The hammer is 8. When you divide it into half, so that will be 4. Then come down by half from that place. So that means we join this line with this point together. This point and this point and this point, we join them together. Like the same way we did for the front. So that's it. All we do now is just to cut it out. Then for this thing, let's try and join it together. This. So we're trying to cut it out. cut this place first. Guys, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so that anytime I post a video like this, you'll be the first person to get notified. So let's bring out the yoke. So these are going to be. So when I want to cut this one now on clothes, I'm going to fold the clothes into two. I forgot. Let's cut this, please. So this is how it's going to look. All right. Another neckline go like this. So thanks for watching. Now what I'm going to do now is to go and place it on the fabric and cut it. And remember, when you want to cut it on fabric, you try and add half an inch because of joining round. All right. Okay, except for the neck. All right. Thank you. So guys, this is the back after joining it with the peplum stay, because for tube to stand very well, you have to join it with a peplum stay. So this is the front. I've joined the front as well with the peplum stay. You gum it together with peplum stay so that it will be able to firm very well on your body. It will give it a nice shape. So this is the center part for the front. So the continuation part of this tutorial, I will release it in the next video. All right guys, so thank these you. Are the back, these are the front side, this is the center, this is the side, the sleeve, and the design that I said I want to do at the center. This is it. So now I will cut the same side like this on lining with this one. So I'll join all this one together separately. Also the lining, I will join the lining separately as well. So by the time I join them together, I will come and show you guys. Thanks for watching.